unrestricted. Now that is a flashed ECU. Unaona? One day before the races.
Do you have any pet lions or anything?
No. That is illegal.
Hello guys and welcome to Bike Channel Kenya. So today I want to talk about the just concluded drag races, and as you know we were shamboked by the Zambians. Anyway, today I want to take you behind the scenes of the Suzuki build. Suzuki, but I'm sitting on a Beamer. Anyway, you know how the bike started? It was a stock bike. You saw it on this channel. I'll just link the video here if you didn't see it. And for those wondering, this is just a microphone. So about a month, one and a half months ago, Basam decided to convert it to a drag bike. Obviously, with 1.5 months to go, the time period was very tight. So we started with the small things. We ordered the exhaust, the Woolwich racing tuning software, and we had to cut a bit of the fairings and the extended swing arm. So about 2 weeks ago, that is before the drag races, they arrived. So we fitted the extended swing arm, we put the exhaust, what we call a sidewinder. Sidewinder are this exhaust which, like you see, this exhaust is coming from underneath the bike, but that one comes from the side, so they are called sidewinders exhaust. Then we got Woolwich Racing software to tune the bike, or rather flashing the ECU basically means removing the restrictions from the factory. Especially any newer bike from 2017 going onwards, they come with a lot of restrictions because of the emissions. So for those who don't understand what I'm saying, let me just jump to the laptop and show you real quick. Okay, so guys, now I want to show you what we mean by ECU flashing. So on this side, let me just focus the camera. What you're seeing here, this is the RPM, from 0 RPM all the way to the red line. And then on this side is from 0% throttle all the way to 100% throttle. Okay? Now let's move to the stock. No. Focus. Stock ECU. So hapa you have given the bike 100% throttle. Yaani umeshikilia hivi mafuta 100% throttle. Wewe unafikiria butterflies they are at 100%, so you are getting 100% fuel. But now these guys, to pass emission, you're only getting 100% throttle from around 6,000 to about 10,000. So ingine yote, all this, you're not getting 100% throttle of the throttle. Yani haifungulie mafuta 100% because the butterflies are not being fully opened. So now when you jump to this file, this is now the flashed ECU. Flashing basically means removing restrictions. See? Unrestricted. Now that is a flashed ECU. Unaona? When you open the throttle 100%, you are getting 100% throttle. And you see on the other one? Yeah. So that's why you need an ECU flash. Basically, ECU flashing is just a fancy word for removing restrictions. Also, there are other things like lowering the fan temperature, exhaust valve, immobilizer. Hizo vitu zote ziko hapo. Removing the top speed, rev limiters, hivyo. So that basically is what ECU tuning ama flashing is for. Basically it's just removing these restrictions ndio upate mafuta iko 100% throttle. And all this is possible because of what we call throttle by wire. Throttle by wire basically means ukifungulia mafuta hivi, there is no cable. So it is just a sensor going to the ECU and telling the ECU to open. That's why they can do this. Because if you add a cable, when you open, you have opened. Anyway, so let's go back. Anyway, now you have seen what flashed, or rather what flashing ECU does. So for that, we contacted More Mafia. Yes, Chris More Mafia. That guy has done a 5.9 second ride on the gsxr in the quarter mile, that is. So he did that for us.
Yeah.
What time is it there?
Almost 10.
Almost 10.
10 p.m.
Okay.
So I'll show you the back.
Are you guys from the U.S. or are you from Kenya originally?
I'm the only one from US here.
Okay, I was about to say, you look like me.
I told you, bro.
He speaks like you.
That's why they handed me the phone. They're like, wait.
Do you have any pet lions or anything?
No. That is illegal.
So you don't have
But
any
we can
elephants
get
or
real
anything
close
there?
to them, though.
Just dogs.
Yep, dogs and just regular cats.
You guys have like interstate roads?
We have like a, they call it a bypass, but Nairobi is kind of smaller, so we don't really have interstates like that. There's like
Okay.
it's the same as a bypass in the States, and then they have an expressway where you pay. But that's it. It only goes like a few places. It's just within the city. It's not like interstates.
So where are you going to be able to go wide open on the bike at to test it out?
So for events, we there's this. It's kind of like a bypass, but for like an industrial area, and they close it down on Sundays for when a race is scheduled. So we coordinate with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's not really a track. It's just a street that you guys make legal.
Exactly. Otherwise, there's runways that we use sometimes, but the ICD road that we're going to be using is much better. It's like a proper paved road.
Okay.
It's quite long. They're basically just going to be doing quarter mile drags.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. You think you'll be able to get some runs in tonight?
Then after that was about 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks to the race. So the next day, Basam was busy with work, so I went and tested it. So I went for the first ride. It had the power, it had the top speed. As you remember, when I did the first ride, it was struggling to do 290, but now it was doing 310. Now the only problem was there was no grip. It had too much power. Nimeiona.
You have to put the heat wrap.
Yeah.
You check the seconds.
No. Right now I'm just doing the logs. Alafu tutaenda kuangalia iko na hadi fuel ratio. Alafu tukishafika huko tuangalie hizo vitu zingine zote. He was busy with work, so after I think 2 days is when he finally had a chance to test it. And at that point it was like 8 days to the race. We knew we were in a bit of trouble. No wait. Yeah. There's no wait. Spin City. Spin City.
Feel the difference.
When I went to send it at ACD, there's a time.
Now you need a heavier exhaust or what?
We try there.
It needs more weight at the rear.
Yes, but the rip on now some big alloy too fast. I need to make it slow.
How do you
No, the other direction.
which one should be tense? Compression or tension?
Tension.
You make tension harder.
Yes. Right now you put it on the soft side. So counterclockwise is soft. Yeah. Clockwise is hard.
You need to.
I'm not sending it.
I know, you're not
If I send it, bro.
You'll go sideways.
There's a lot of drag on the front. Yeah. Well, that one's open, but it's just setting it up.
Let's just wait for tomorrow. We reduce the wheelbase. You see. Well, Lewis, what stickers are these?
Latina magnet. Latina magnet.
We need Latinas in Kenya, bro.
No, you don't. Trust me.
Why not?
Trouble, bro. Trouble.
We need.
All this time we have not told Mo Mafia whether we are having grip issues. So we are just logging. He does some changes. He tells us tomorrow go and do another run. We go do a run. That Woolwich racing software comes with something called a logbox. So it logs the air fuel ratios, the throttle position sensors, and all that thing. So when he sees the data, he adjusts. So we have been doing that for about 3 days. That is when Basam got to test it. About 7 days to the race. At that point, we decided we needed a drag tire. As you know, normal tires usually look like this because you need them in the corners. In the corners, you need this some sort of V angle to do the corners. But for drag racing, since you are only going straight, we need a tire which is almost flat like a car tire. So we needed that, but after looking at the various shipping organizations, they told us there's no way that tire was going to arrive here in time. So we knew we were in trouble, but we said, hey, we have come this far, let's just give it a shot. So Saturday comes. Saturday, I went to... The Zambians arrived on Friday evening. So Saturday morning, I went to get them so that we can ride all the way to ICD Road where the drag races were being held. And when I arrived, I just knew we were in deep trouble. First of all, almost all of them had laptops on their bikes. They were just fine-tuning, and they actually had their tuner from South Africa on call. So he was doing some magic there. And even what shocked me even more was the fuel. They had a fuel called MR12. For those who don't know, MR12 is a fuel which has oxygen in it. Yes, a fuel with oxygen in it. So I just took a photo, sent it to Basam, and Basam told me, bro, we are in deep trouble. But anyway, it was less than 24 hours to the race, so there was nothing we could do. Anyway, so we went there. Actually, they didn't do most of the practice. They're just looking at us. Maybe they knew when they showed us their cards, we could get scared or something. So that Saturday, with just hours to go, we decided to tell Mo Mafia, the tuner, that we were having grip issues. We sent him this video. And he told us, if you don't have the rear shock, which makes the bike go lower so that we can have more weight on the rear, and you don't have the drag tire, you're just wasting your time. Go back to your stock swing arm. So Saturday night, sisi yao, we went to Junaid's workshop. He was kind enough to let us use the workshop. So we used that time we brought back the original swing arm, which looks like this. And also the booster was having problems, so we also acted on it. In fact, we are leaving Junaid's workshop around 11 p.m. One day before the races. Now we want to do the final touches.
My friend,
One day to the race, and now the Hayabusa's fuel pump is not functioning the way it is. Imekuwa stifa ama?
this is Tifa, man.
Tunataka weight transfer iende nyuma. So, Sunday came, the D-Day. We didn't have much hopes, but we thought at least we'll make it to the quarterfinals or maybe the semifinals. It is finally race day. Today we are going to see whether all that hard work pays off. We have Nati on the ZX6. We have the gsxr on the Basam S1000, ZX6, another ZX6, another ZX6, Hayabusa, and a RC390. Oh, and a Ducati V4. Yeah. So the race is about to start. Let's see how it goes. First run of the day. Uganda.
takes it.
So the first run for the Zambian, the top guy Zaid with the Suzuki, the same bike as what we are trying to build, had a bad start. Gsxr versus gsxr1000r, Zambia versus Uganda. Damn it! Uganda is gone. Uganda. When he had a bad start, we were like, oh, maybe we have a chance because you see, they can make mistakes or maybe something, but it only turned out to be the tire, which was cold. You know, these tires, when they are cold, they don't have grip. From there, Kenya, we were short dust, bwana. He did 10.1, did 10 flat, 9.9. Acid Boy tried his best. He did 9.9 seconds. Then Zaid responded. He did 9.8 seconds. And we knew he was the race favorite anyway. So we just waited and see what would happen. So unfortunately for us, we got knocked out in the group stages. What happened is Bassam gave it too much, or rather he launched at higher RPM, and now since we didn't have the extended swing arm, he did a wheelie. Just this small wheelie you are seeing here. And that costed him. By the time it came down, he started giving it the throttle, but Shayman was already gone. Tulia. And we are out of the league. So for us, we were knocked out in the group stages. Then now we were left with 3 guys from Kenya. We were left with Acid Boy, we were left with Sarmad and Shaiman. Acid Boy, for some reason, he jumped. Damn it! He jumped the start in the group of 8 knockout stages. So when he jumped, Zaid said, no, we can't repeat. It is a race, and to be fair, it is a race. If you jump, you have jumped. So Acid Boy was knocked out. We are left with Sarmad and Shaiman, both of them on Ninja H2s. Shaiman in the semi-final actually, he was knocked out by Trouble from Uganda on the ZX10. Damn it! Trouble takes that place. So now, the final was between Zaid and Shaiman from Kenya. Now, you know, Shaiman never does crazy launches. He's always perfect. When the light turns green, he goes. But for some, I don't know whether it was the pressure or what, in the final, he jumped.
Guys, you got it.
This is the final, guys. This is the final. Zambia, Suzuki versus Kenya H2.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. No, it cannot end like this. And when he jumped, Zaid from Zambia took it. We were beaten, and that's how it was. Anyway, as for the Gixxer, I think we are just going to retire it. We are just going to remove all those things and get it back to being a road bike for doing road trips and weekends, doing some twisties. Yeah, so for those who didn't attend, we were shamboked, but okay, the 1000 is the main category, but in the 600, Nati Cohen won. In the upper class, that is bikes above 1000 cc, the Hayabusa won, ridden by Aminzo. And in the 300, a guy called Desire won. So, but anyway, those categories didn't have a lot of Zambians. So, anyway, we were beaten. So we regroup, and you know what they say about coming second. You go back to the drawing board, you do better strategies, and try your hand on the win again. So that is it for this video. See you on the next one. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hey, mtu anaongeanga mpaka unasikia ulimi umekauka. And for those wondering, we are at Turismo Motors. We are just repairing the bikes for the weekend. We are going to enter weekend. We have Cash here, he races the Slick Superbike series. We have Nati, who won the 600cc category. And we have Dez, who won the 400cc category. Yeah. So this is Turismo Motors. Turismo Motors is located on Oledume Road. We have new bikes, we have used bikes, we have cars. Actually, our major business is cars, but you see mostly the cars. So the bikes. So most people just believe we do bikes only, but we do both. All these are for sale. So whatever you are looking for, I'll leave the number. And this one, yeah, we get a lot of inquiries, but it has air suspension, so it goes up when you turn it on. We have all sorts of cars, Vitz, Subarus like this, X5 like this, Prados. If you want us to import for you, we do it. So for those who don't know, Turismo Motors is here, and whatever you're seeing up there, that is Gong Road. That is Gong Road. So this is between. Going down is Adam's Arcade. Going up is Junction Mall. So we are in between.